Next up on the docket of anime, we have Kaiju number 8, episode 3. Episode 3 or 3, pretty sure. Whichever though it is. The most recent episode. I'm pretty sure it's episode 3. And we are going to be... I was very much looking forward to this episode. I swear, I might need to just breeze over the manga again, because I swear that comes later in a certain portion that I shall not talk about. But I swear this comes later. But no, it happens now. It happens now. And I actually kind of appreciated them doing this. It was definitely, I'm happy about the way they did it. There we go. I'm happy about the way they did it. And that is the fact that Shinomiya, we got a little bit of her backstory and what she found out. And the whole thing with the backstory is that her mom was not only part of the defense force going against the kaiju, but she was also going, and she has like one of the strong weapons. How like there are numbered kaijus. I'm pretty sure there's like 7 weapons, because 1 through 7, and then there's kaiju number 8, where it's kaiju number 8. But her mom had the strongest weapon, which is 4. Which, I mean, you see it already, so I don't mind like completely spoiling it. It's the suit. I'm pretty sure it's either the suit or something, or the weapon or whatever the fuck. But yeah, she has kaiju number 8's weapon, which is obviously cool. But then we get the whole backstory of seeing her and her mom and all that stuff. And I cannot tell if I did feel a little bit emotional, or if it was some residual emotions that I felt all the way, because I was watching Takopi's Original Sin and then went right into this. So I don't know if that's just residual feelings from seeing her cry over her mother passing, which happened when, obviously she was fighting a kaiju, and you see her dad being, very serious, very stern, but also very determined and not wanting to lose his wife and all that stuff. But Shinomiya definitely has that determination. And the rest of Kaiju number 8 has been pretty, I want to say, campy. The manga is definitely a huge tonal shift, and the manga is a lot more serious, and the anime has been a huge tonal shift towards that, where it has comedy, but sometimes it has breaks. I'm glad that they have the wherewithal to not really add comedy on parts that are supposed to be serious. Because that was kind of my big worry, was that they were going to use this and maybe add a little bit of goose and gaps. Maybe her mother was going to be a bit like goofy and all that stuff, but that didn't happen. And I'm very much happy for it. They kept it, short, sweet, to the point, very simple. There's still more that we have yet to explore on this. I will say that much. I won't say any more. But I'm happy that they at least, we got to at least explore that in a proper tonal way. Also, during this episode, Kafka, he goes through his process of trying to do stuff. Shinomiya and Kafka are working together very nicely, but Kafka still can't transform because, he's having fear, which we realize, which is funny because I don't remember him saying the stuff in previous episodes of like, oh, I gotten over my worry, where he literally says, oh, I gotten over my worry, and I've gotten over like my fears. So what is it? And then he says, oh, I see, it's fear. It's like, brother, you just said you got over it. You obviously didn't get over it. So why are you saying no? Whatever. Either way, I wish we spent more time in this. I feel like the manga spends more time dealing with this. Like, I think he has a lot more of a problem. And this is when it comes to the point where we start dealing with the problems of the tonal shift of the anime, where I can get people's complaints, where in the manga, Kafka's fear is way more pronounced, where he's a lot more worried, it's a lot more focused on, it's a lot more intense, where it's like, oh, he might not actually be able to. But here, it's not treated like that at all. Like, it's not treated goofy either, but there's just a lack of sentiment and focus on it, I feel like, where he's trying to transform, and there's not much commentary in his mind beforehand, and there's not much peril, where I think if we had people put into peril a lot more, I think it would heighten the effect that they were trying to go for. Because beforehand, we just saw Shinomiya basically fucking rock this goddamn thing. She had a couple of slip-ups, but we saw her kind of rock this thing. And then there's the captain of the first, who he has when we revealed 2 weapons. He has the retinas from Kaiju. I think it's the retinas from Kaiju number 1. And I think the weapon he has is from Kaiju number 7? Kaiju number 6? Ow, I bit my tongue. Ow. But yeah, it was one of those. He has like those weapons, right? So he has like two weapons. So it's like, in that point, did I ever feel any fear? And also, it was one of those things where it's like, part of it was also because I knew what the manga is. But like, if I'm a first time watcher, I'm not feeling any peril from this, especially since like they go very, very quickly. Again, I don't remember the manga going over his fear. Like, we spend a good amount of time on that fact of how he's fearful of using his powers, and he's fearful for turning, and he doesn't want to hurt his friends. And I feel like they just kind of gloss over that, and it's like, oh no, never mind. We spent like maybe 2 episodes on that, and then we spent half the episode, like not even half the episode. We spent like a quarter of the episode like just really showing off his fear of what can happen. And then Shinomiya gives him a speech, and he's like, oh right, my bad, and then just balls out. And it was just like, well, dude, I swear we spent way more time feeling the impact of his fear and his worries and the reason for that, and actually seeing people get in trouble. Maybe I'm tripping. Again, this might just warrant me picking up the manga again. Again, I say this all the time. But at this point, I might have to, because like, I like Kaiju number 8. I like season 2. It's been fine so far. I'm used to the more comedic style aspect of stuff. But like, there's like a hint of me that's just like, there's something here that's not really making me super excited as I was the first season. Like, I should be. I'm not gonna lie. I should be, because it's really cool and it's really awesome and it's really great. And it's like, the whole story is cool. But like, now I'm at the point where there's some point where I'm like, okay, well, now I'm questioning certain things, and it might just be time to rewatch, because that might be useful. That might actually be a useful thing to do.